Hi there, I'm Christian Walmuth. I'm on camera as Megahn. And for our stats final, we did a test to see if GPA and media have any correlation. So we did a chi-square test for independence as well as a regression test. For our chi-square test, we took a SRS of Beaver Lodge classrooms within the school. We numbered all the Beaver Lodge classrooms 1 through 84, and then used table B, row number 127 to choose 4 classrooms. We had got Lawrence, Bansal, Beckham, and Hull. Okay, so right here we have all of our data. We had 42 freshmen, 23 sophomores, and no juniors or seniors. Down in gender, we got 30 females and 35 males. And then over here and here we have the GPAs that were collected, and then in this column here we have the hours of media per week. Okay, so for the chi-square test, our HO was that there is no association between the amount of media watched per week and GPA, and our HA was that there is an association between the amount of media watched per week and GPA, and our significance level was 0.05. So random, our data was obtained from an SRS of Beaver Lodges in the school. 10%, 65 is less than 10% of all students at Beaverton High School, and large counts, because of our sample size, our large counts are not met, so we will proceed with caution. So up here, we have our observed values, and using our observed values, we're able to calculate our expected values. And so we ran the test here, and we got our chi-square is a 25.212, and our p-value is 0.066. And in conclusion, since our p-value is 0.066, which is greater than 0.05, we will fail to reject the null and say that there is no association between the amount of media watched per week and GPA.
For our regression test, we used our data and created a little graph over here. This is the LSRL, the line right here. From all of our data, we found all of these different values. A would be 32.46547, B as negative 5.64119. Our R value is pretty low, which is not very good for a regression test, but we are going to continue anyway. This was our LSRL equation. So our HO is that the population slope is equal to 0, and our HA is that the population slope is less than 0, and our significance level is 0.05. Due to the fact that we've already done a test, the conditions were already met, so we didn't have to include that right there. So we calculated our t value, which was negative 7.8, and our p value was less than 0.0005, which is not high at all. So in conclusion, our p-value is less than 0.05, which means that we would reject the null and say that the population slope is less than 0. So in conclusion, our bias for our survey was that there were lurking variables such as work and sports, which can also influence a student's GPA. Because of our simple random samples, no juniors or seniors ended up being surveyed, which does not capture the entire population of the BHS students, so that's a little iffy. And then also, students answering the survey could have recorded the hours of media they watched per day, not per week. That could have just been they read over the question too quickly and didn't realize it, but it could be a possibility of what happened.